Greetings, y'all. This is Fashayo, the Earth Mother, and I miss y'all. Okay, so let's go with the obvious first. I took my locks out, but that's not what that video is about. But I just want to get it out the way and not pretend like it didn't happen. So this video today is about this, kind of. So what's going on right now is it's a whole story behind it, of course. But I'm gonna make it short. Basically, since I was a little kid, probably about third grade, I have had difficulty controlling my eating habits. So basically, I am a glutton. I eat way too much, even especially for my activity level, because I'm not near as active as I should be. And the reason I kind of started more consciously on this journey is because I found a paper from third grade. I think I mentioned in another video from third grade where we were writing long-term goals, and one of my long-term goals was to stop eating too much. I am now 37. So what has happened is I've been really trying to mentally explore what is going on. A lot of people are like, oh, well, when we were growing up, we didn't have food. I can't even tell that lie. We always had food. I wasn't in a situation where I lacked for anything physically, as far as food, clothing, shelter. I never lacked for that. So that's not my reason. But I would do things when I was little, like I would sit in front of the TV and eat a whole bag of chips, like a full bag of chips. I know somebody's gonna be like, what was your mama doing? I don't know. My mama worked. So she was probably in her room getting dressed so she could, getting changed or resting up or whatever from work so she could go ahead and cook dinner for us. So I came across this thing called intuitive eating. The reason that I'm trying it is because I think that I eat a lot mindlessly. My diet isn't that bad, but I have a lot of really strict rules, and I'm starting to think that it causes me to binge eat when the rules crumble. So I'll be like, oh, I'm vegan, just all vegan, hard in the paint, and then I'll be like, ooh, but that chicken wing though, or if I'm doing one of these raw food cleanses or something, I'll do it. I have the the videos to prove it. And then when I come off, the only thing I can think about is a cooked meal. So far I figured out, I know my portions are way too big. I know the whole thing about getting smaller plates and all that. Okay, well, yeah, my plates are way too big. Probably they look like platters, probably, but getting a smaller plate doesn't help me because I will build up instead. I have to be mindful about how my body feels. The other thing, because I'm just starting to look at it yesterday with the intuitive eating. So the other thing was that you eat what you want so you don't feel cheated. So honestly, what I wanted it's actually tuna straight out of the can with diced tomatoes that I diced up myself, some onion powder, pepper, and a little squirt of hot sauce, and it's really satisfying. The other thing I need to work on is not eating in front of the TV, not eating on the couch, what else? I know I eat too fast. When I was in the military, I was always the second one out of the chow hall, without even trying. That's my normal pace. What else? Anyway, so I'm trying this intuitive eating thing. So this is my first meal of the day. I haven't had anything else this morning except for water and prune juice. Oh my God. Listen, that was a really bad mistake. I shouldn't have done that on an empty stomach. It was really bad. So anyway, I just want to include y'all on this journey. Well, honestly, it's just so I can keep a record. So my goals are to make my portions smaller, to eat slowly, to experience my food with all my senses. Well, not hearing, because when people crunch and smack, it drives me nuts. So we're going to try to skip that part. But the smell, the taste, the way it looks, what else is it? The way it feels. Maybe even trying to eat more foods that aren't finger foods with fingers, just to have that sensual experience. Yeah. So chime in, let me know if you have any tips, hints, whatever. Because this is a long time struggle for me. This is like, and I think I've mentioned it in other videos, but I'm not sure how open and honest I was. But this is really difficult for me. Like, this is a really hard thing. And it's not even so much because of weight. I'm okay with my weight. Like, stop it. I'm okay with my weight. Like, I don't feel, I'm not one of those people that looks in the mirror and is like, oh my God, I need to lose weight. I mean, I probably could lose a pound or two, but that's not, I don't really, it's fine. I guess more my issue is it causes me digestive issues because I'm miserable. Like, I get really, really miserable after I eat. Like, last night, I just was so full, and it just felt like I couldn't breathe. And you like, oh, you should just stop eating. Yeah, okay, we talking about a childhood thing. We talking about probably when I was like 10. I'm 37. And the other thing that we don't talk about, and I'm gonna blame it on the black community, but I'm gonna say, I know it's a common thing. I say in my family, they will glorify being full, so and cleaning your plate. So nobody really told you just stop when you full. You wanna stop? Well, stop when you satisfied. It was, you need to clean your plate. And there's hungry people in, pick a country, a continent, that could be eating this food, and basically you would say to be ungrateful. Or when we would eat, they would like pat your stomach and say, ooh, look at you, your stomach's so tight. Ooh, you must be full. You ate all that food, but it was like, stop it. It was glorified, the overeating was glorified. Now, let me be clear. I don't feel like they did that from a point of view of like an abusive or malicious or whatever place. They thought, oh, this is good. And maybe it's something that's been passed down from times when maybe the family didn't have enough food, and that's, where that's coming from. Maybe, because a lot of times we pass down mentalities and we don't even know, a lot of times we can't remember where it came from. Because I know that my mama and her siblings, they didn't always have enough. And it was a lot of them. They didn't know, they didn't have enough. Well, I ain't gonna say that. Because mama talked about how they could go out and pick stuff off the trees and out the garden and stuff like that. So in their mind, they did have enough. And then she's also the youngest, so I don't know how the oldest ones felt. But anyway, y'all chime in and let me know any tips. I know it's not gonna be any tricks because I've been dealing with this too long, but some encouragement, any of that will be great, because I really wanna overcome this. I really wanna find some balance in this, and I really wanna help other people who might feel like this, other women who might feel like this, because I found with my video I did about seasonal depression that women just came out of the woodwork, saying that they had the same issue and they thought they were by themselves. So I thought I would do this video. The other thing is, I am an emotional eater. It does not matter what the emotion is. I remember my uncle died. I looked at my mama, I was like, you ready to gain about 40 pounds? She was like, yep, let's get it in. I mean, because we already knew that's how we comforted ourselves. Nobody was saying it was right, but that's just, we're not given a lot of other tools a lot of times to know how to deal when you have really strong emotions. We do food for happy times. We do food for sad times. We do food when we're bored. We do food, celebratory food. We do, it's food. Food is how we bond. The time I first noticed that was when I first started getting real into cleanses, and I realized how out of place I felt. it wasn't even about the food. It was just about that I felt like I was not included in what was going on. And I made other people uncomfortable. It made them more cognizant of what they were eating, and they felt guilty about putting food in their mouths. If I was doing, like, back in the day when I was doing Master Cleanse, it made them feel really self-conscious about having food when I was drinking the lemonade, whatever. So anyway, again, can you stop, please? Chime in. Let me know if you have any experience with this, or if this is a struggle of yours too, or something. Any books, resources, whatever. Let me know. Okay. Thank you all so much for walking. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for walking too. Yeah, get out there and walk. It's a nice day. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you in advance for your support and for your kind words that y'all always come through with. I really appreciate it. So that's it for now. Odabo.